Nope. Welcome back to the On Game Show.
Welcome.
Yes, we're so glad that we're having you today. It's a little bit of a late episode. It's a late episode. It's nighttime.
It is. It's past my bedtime.
Yeah, it is. I got the orange shades on. That means it's about to be a real good episode.
Yeah,
You know
but it's only going to be 10 minutes. So enjoy it while you can.
All right. Just enough to get the ad revenue, and then we're out. We're dipping. We're not going to pay for that. Anything else,
Bro, we've been going way over at the ad
Yeah.
revenue mark for a minute.
Man, dude, thank you guys for really tuning in, man. We've got some big things coming up.
Oh yeah.
Some really big things, and we're excited to share in this excitement with you, man. We were talking about it a little bit after off camera, and it's a little bit of a secret. We can't divulge. Can't divulge it, but we are very excited to be announcing that we're going to be announcing something here soon. Yeah,
You had me real then. I was like, God damn it, what are we announcing? I was getting excited, man. You edged me so bad right there, dude.
Today we're going to be playing Buzzed Tower, and some of our old guests who are going to be old viewers are going to be joining us, have seen us play this before, and it's a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
There might be a few cards we've gone through. That's a possibility.
Shuffle them up, please. Yeah,
Just-
the little
just-
splits and
just-
stuff, Steves. Yeah.
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 Oh, these are a little harder to shuffle. All right. So, guys, what happened this weekend? We couldn't film on Sunday because I'm an...
Yeah, you were out having a good time, man.
Yeah.
I wanted to go with you,
Yeah,
man.
I wanted you too.
Totally.
Yeah, I wanted to invite you too.
I forgot to text you back. I think I forgot to text. I got super, super high the day you called me, and I think
Really?
I just ended up playing Ghost of Tsushima all night.
Dude, that's a great plan. I mean,
It was
nothing
beautiful.
wrong
Me
with
and the
that.
girl at the crib. I think it rained as well. We were supposed to go hang out with Demi and Grace. But
So
Mm-hmm.
it rained in Arkansas as well.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty nasty in Arkansas.
while y'all were tubing or no?
No.
Okay,
So
that's good.
here's the thing. We did something similar. We were going to go to Arkansas. Okay. We did not.
Mm.
Okay. We ended up going tubing in our pool and eating edibles. And it was pretty awesome.
Yeah,
it
it
was
sounds pretty awesome.
That's the guy that I met on the weekend that knew who you were.
Okay.
Yep.
Damn, so I thought don't tell me what he texted us. He texted back. He was like, "Yeah, I'm tubing, guys."
Well, no, the thing is, we were leaving.
The whole time he's tweaking in a pool, just he's seeing shit. He's
We
like,
were
"I
going,
can't
bro.
do it today."
We were on the road, and then we called up there, which thank God we did. We called up there, and they were like, "Nah, man, like the weather's too bad."
Yeah.
Like, so we turned around and we were like, "What are we gonna do?" And we're like, "We want to chill by the pool," and it ended up being a beautiful day.
Mm.
And it was a little cloudy, but it was pretty, man.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. I mean, I just got out there last night and grilled for me and Michaela. I made some shrimp and veggie kebabs with grilled chicken, just straight drumsticks because I felt like it. You know?
Yeah.
What else we have? Some asparagus and corn on the cob on the side, man. Oh,
That sounds
dude.
delicious.
It came out beautiful. The only thing was I overcooked the chicken. I got scared and thought it was pink inside at one point when it wasn't. Put it on too long. It was a little more dried out than I wanted, but still a good time though. Still a good time.
Nothing wrong with that, bro.
Y'all already know what I did. I was dealing with fucking a computer issue all week, dude. I was almost out $2,500.
We're
Really?
live.
That Mac that I use for work is the top. Well, 2023 was the top one. It's the M2 Pro MacBook Pro.
Mhm.
So it cost $2,500 when I was updating it because it's been slow on editing videos and other stuff. So I was like, fuck it, let me update it. Long story short, I couldn't update all the way to the latest update, so I had to download an installer for the update before that via the internet and stuff, which was fine. They have reliable sources for that and everything. Did it, and while I was doing when I went to erase my internal drive, I stupidly did not trust my gut and trusted AI that told me to turn it off right after I clicked the erase button. The AI didn't say clearly wait for a few seconds before you turn it off, so I turned it off while it was erasing. that corrupted my internal drive. And to put it in the simplest terms, I would say basically the internal drive thought it was being used when it wasn't at that point, and I had to give it to Geek Squad because they had to go in and do some type of commands to tell it, hey, you're not being used, you're erased.
You didn't ask AI again how to fix it.
Yeah, they probably did the same thing. They just continued going with AI, and they're like, all right, let's pick up where he left off. Because AI definitely told me, it was like, you could fix this on your own, but I got so deep that I was like, I gotta get this off my hands because I'm playing with too much money on the line.
Yeah.
Like one mistake and you're $2,500 in the pot, bro.
Yeah.
That's your whole business too. That's your moneymaker. That's even more than $25.
Bro. Luckily, I know them too. So like the girl was like real cool. She helped me out before checking it in to see if we could fix it real quick. She was totally understanding, and they got back pretty quick. Geek Squad is actually like, those are my guys. They keep me going and always help me out when I need it. So we're back and running, and everything good. We're not down any money. So
Shout out
Geek Squad,
Yeah, sponsors, please.
Please. I feel like some geeks would watch us. This is like
bro.
We do be geeking out, bro. Like our last episode.
We do.
Our last episode,
Jedis, bro.
Or the one that I was just editing, was the Jedis, Dune, and all of that stuff. Still thinking of a name for that. I'm trying to figure out if I have to do May the 4th, but it's not May the 4th anymore, so I'm kind of like, should I just do geeking out on Star Wars? Like, I don't know, I think about shit that I would click on. And a video that says geeking out on Star Wars.
Yeah, I'd click on that.
Geeking and Star Wars in the same sentence?
Yeah, I like both those things, man.
Yeah, I do. I'm geeking right now.
Dude, so this past week has been, I needed Sunday. Right?
Yeah.
Because I was like, I
felt like I needed it too.
I gotta chill, bro. This whole past week, man, has been so stressful, and like so much shit's been going on. Similar things that we talked about, like having to insurance not covering a roof, having to pay for that. We had some issues with that they had to add some stuff onto it and come back out, so it was another charge and all this stuff, right? So I was like, man, I said, even when I got back from when we decided we weren't going tubing, I was like, I need this time, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
I need it for sure.
Sometimes it feels that way, man. There's sometimes where I feel that way, especially it's just because Sundays are like a lot of times relaxing days. Like that's my
only day
before the podcast. Like
right.
Sundays is either I do nothing all day or I do like personal stuff like laundry, or anything that I can do around the house, or just chilling out. Like sometimes literally just Michaela wants to watch movies all day, and I do too. Because I'm like, yo, that's a vibe. Let's do that.
Super vibe.
Because there's no other day of the week that we can do this.
Yeah.
But so I'm glad when y'all cop out sometimes on Sundays, because sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, let's go. I didn't want to do it today.
And we came back with a plan, dog. We like came back and we were like,
I think about it, bro. Like if I get sick and I had to cancel, we're screwed, though. Y'all can't get in here and shit.
Nope.
Somebody would have to drive to my house, get the key.
You can't ever call in.
Yeah.
But
it's mandatory. I'm here.
We wouldn't do it without you anyway.
We would just reschedule. We would do the same thing. We'd make it work.
Because we're always ahead, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm getting back caught up now that my computer's back in fix. So
good.
We rolling, baby.
Well, I'm glad I picked this right off the bat.
Red card.
Got a red card. Let another player tickle you while you add a block.
You want to do the?
I am the closest.
Yeah. Okay.
He has to start tickling you, motherfucker.
Tough, bro. Tough.
Fair enough.
Wait, he didn't have the block while you were tickling him. Technically, if you read the card,
You can still tickle me if you want.
add a block while another player tickles you.
Let's
It's just
We're good. We're good.
It's the base level.
We're good.
He's like, I don't want to get tickled.
Nah, I hate being tickled, man.
I do too.
And I'm
It's very
so
uncomfortable.
ticklish,
It's very
yeah.
uncomfortable, bro.
Man.
But I'll tickle the fuck out of anybody. But I hate it when it's done to me. My dad used to tickle me as a kid. And you'd always do the chicken arms, like closing in your shit. What?
I don't. Go around the circle and guess the middle name of the person up to your right. If you get it wrong, add a block to the timer. I don't.
The thing is, I know both your middle names, and I totally forgot. So it's even more fun.
And I don't think that I've never known your middle name. No, I think that tax document or whatever that document was in your kitchen that day that I visited you. I think that it was on there, but I
Wait,
don't remember.
hold on. My tax document.
No, there was a document that you got in the mail. Remember that you were telling me about? You're like, yeah, I just got this. They're saying that I owe them this money, but I think it's fraud.
Oh yeah.
I think your middle name might have been on there, but I didn't look. I don't remember looking.
Mine is the most just stereotypical white person.
It's not
Let's
Michael,
see.
is it?
No, it's close though.
Mike.
It's not. It doesn't
Mike.
start with an M. You're like just shortening it.
I was gonna let's see, Cameron Cole Rogers. That could kind of flow though. Cameron Cole Rogers.
Cameron Cole.
Cameron Cole.
He cold.
What is it? Cameron Ryan Rogers.
I mean, that's what my sister's middle name is Emily Ryan Rogers.
Fuck, dude.
I can't remember because
Did he ever
I
tell
think
us?
I'm pretty sure he did.
I don't think he
Pretty
did.
Sure.
I bet you he did one time and I can't recall it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was on the
One more guess. Cameron. Fuck, I ain't got that shit, dude. You got it. What is it?
Kyle? I was like,
Mm-mm.
Cameron Kyle.
Cameron Kyle.
Double douchebags.
Wow. Wow.
My name's Cameron, by the way. All right, I'm one of those douchebags. Sorry to all the Kyles
And the Camerons.
and the other Camerons.
so many of you.
But come on.
It's Jacob.
Jacob.
Cameron Jacob Rogers.
Damn it. I guess.
I feel like I should have got that.
I
Has
should've
he ever
kept-
told us that?
I think so.
Cameron Jacob.
It's
Cameron
terrible.
Jacob.
What's yours?
Cameron.
Cameron, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
god.
Because what did y'all want to call me? Let him get it. I know you know it's not.
Oh,
I know
yeah.
you know. He's got that on. He's got that bitch ready to go.
He's like ready to say it too, man. Shit. I keep wanting to go back to Wayne. I know it's not Wayne.
Cameron Wayne.
It's your dad's name because he's didn't go all the way through.
Something Cameron Holland.
Jeff.
Close. You're
Close.
teetering there. You're teetering there a little bit.
Mm.
Something about that's close. He's so close. It's on the tip of your tongue.
John.
There we go.
John
Let's
Holland.
go.
Yeah,
I will
John
cheers to that,
Holland.
baby. Good shit. Good shit.
Thank you.
Good shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
John Cameron Holland.
Cameron.
What's yours, Wayne?
No, I don't
You
have
can't
one.
say that.
I don't have one, remember?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I don't have a middle name.
Legitimately.
Legit.
I think you should add a block.
How do you get away with that?
I should.
How do you get away with that? How do you delete your middle name? Hey, can I get a middle name
Hey
delete?
Siri.
I was never born with one.
So what? Your parents just didn't put a middle name in the middle name section?
Nope.
They just put Sylvester Shuford
Junior.
Jr.
Yeah.
They put Shuford. They put Shuford in the middle and then put Jr. as the last name. So his real name is literally Sylvester Shuford Jr.
Sylvester
Crazy.
Shuford Jr.
Yep, that's it.
It's a lot of this.
Sylvester Shuford. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Sylvester Shuford Jr. Sylvester Shuford Jr. It's even worse when you try to put an accent on it.
Yeah. Sylvester Shuford.
Whose card is it? Is it my card?
Yeah, yep. Here we go.
If you ever missed a flight, add 2 blocks and tell us why it wasn't your fault. Did I ever miss a flight? I never missed a flight.
No, I've never missed one.
You
It
missed a
wasn't my
flight.
fault because
Mhm.
it was in a different time zone. So whenever it synced to my calendar, it synced in the time zone where I ordered it.
Mm.
And so I was looking at my calendar and I was like, oh, I'm good. And then when I got there, my tickets, it was an hour late, an hour past the time it took off. I was like, yeah, that was in California.
So it was your fault.
No, it was my calendar.
Oh, it was, yeah,
course.
yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
Yeah, I should check the ticket. I had the app,
I mean,
In the calendar.
Numbers don't
Shit
lie,
happens.
baby.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Numbers don't lie, baby.
Or the fact that I had to buy a whole new flight. That was tough.
Yeah.
Not cheap to buy a flight from California to Shreveport, like the day
I didn't know
before.
that people really flew in and out of Shreveport like that, bro. Like every time that I've thought about going to Shreveport, I'm just like drive. Like, and then people go to Dallas for a lot of flights, but I guess just because it's a bigger airport with more departures.
Yeah.
But Yeah, because Michaela was like, "Come pick me up. I'm coming to the Shreveport airport." And I'm like, "What the fuck? We have an airport?"
You didn't know we had an airport?
I knew we had an airport, but okay, this is just a moment for y'all to laugh at me. You know I'm not from here. So originally, whenever I was visiting family one year when I was conscious, you know what I'm saying? Like at an older age where like I'm understanding shit.
Yeah.
We drove by the
like past 11?
we drove by the part of the air base. I think it was I just remember seeing airplanes and shit, but it was like military planes.
Yeah,
and shit.
we have it.
And
You know we have an Air Force?
yeah. But I was like, so I knew that we had the Air Force base and we had another landing strip, but I didn't know that we had like an airport for real. I thought the airport was just like some small little like personal shit where you ride on little small airplanes, like not even full size. I thought, dude, this is what I thought. All right, I was young and I wasn't from here.
World War I.
No, I just thought it was like fucking
Crop
3
dusters
seats on the
going
left,
around.
3 seats on the right. You got like 6 people in it, like a fucking private jet or some shit. I don't know.
We do have a private airstrip.
We do.
I think that's the one that I drove by, and that's the one that was the only one that I.
Military airplane, bro. Don't lie now. Try and dig yourself out.
I don't know what it had. It just had the fence with the barbed wire on top. So I just assumed military, but I don't think it was.
Yeah, every airport's got that.
Well, you know, whatever. Fucking.
We're not trying to make you feel dumb, man. I just
never went to the airport out here, man.
call them like I see them, you know.
I just knew like we never drove by it. We never went to it, so I just didn't know it was here.
If you've ever cheated in a relationship, add 2 blocks and tell the story.
Oh God.
Oh fuck.
I've been naughty once or twice. Ooh.
You go first.
No
way.
Wow.
Oh,
That's how it's fucked.
That's fun, huh?
That thing's fucked. That thing just got stacked quick though. Fucking 6 just got added. We were at 4 now. We're at 10.
Oh, okay.
Anyways.
I think we should skip the story. And right on.
I like that.
Yeah, my story. Yeah, I'm the bad guy in the story.
Yeah,
I think we're all the bad guys. We all
Are we
cheated.
copping out on the content though?
I mean, okay.
We want to cop out on the audience.
I was in Australia.
But if we all agree,
I was in another continent, and it, yeah.
Well, doesn't count. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. Like that's what you're supposed to do. But...
Right, that's what I thought. That's what I was told.
Yeah. You know.
Oh shit! All right, guys.
Okay, I guess we're skipping it. I mean, I had a couple stories. I just didn't know which one to tell.
Yeah.
The one that reflects the best on you is the one you should.
Oh no, I got some.
She cheated first. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I thought she cheated first, so I cheated first, and then she didn't cheat. And I...
Dude, you know what I've been watching a lot lately?
What?
I've been watching Don Shipley's phony seal of the week, where he like outs these people that have been saying that they've been Navy SEALs forever. And the motherfucker, he was a retired Navy SEAL, and he goes to their houses, bro, and confronts them. Like knocks on the door. The wife answers, "Hey, is your husband a Navy SEAL?" "Yes." "No, he's not. Let me in." Like,
No, he's not. Let me in.
Ruining lives, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy work. So there was a guy, right? And like people just call him. They'll be like, they're like, "Hey, I need you to verify this guy because he's got, since he's a retired Navy SEAL, he has access to every SEAL since like the 40s, right?" And they were UDT back then, so like, and he'll catch these guys in these crazy stories, man. Like people that have been lying about it since like the 50s, 60s. There was an old dude that got on. He's been saying that he's a Navy SEAL. Here's what's worse. So it was an old cat who had the same name as a guy who died as a Navy SEAL. And he took over his identity, wrote books, was going out to the American Legion, like all this stuff. And everybody was convinced that he was a Navy SEAL. Made money off of it, bro. Like actually stolen valor type shit, right? And he confronted this guy, and a Master Chief initially called him. And usually Don likes to kind of rope them in. And he's like, you know, "Oh, hey, fellow shipmate," or, you know, and he's like, you know, he'll kind of start the conversation off very gentle and get them kind of into wanting to divulge more information. And then he'll just be like, "Oh, by the way, like, what was your what was your class number? What number class did you graduate out of? And they'll be like, oh, 99. And he's like, oh, that's interesting, man. Like, class 99, like, graduated in 68. Like, I thought you said you were in the 80s or the 90s. And he just catches him in these lies. He's like, name one guy that you went to Bud's training with. And they just get stumped, bro. And he takes them and he records the phone conversation, obviously. And he posts it on these phony websites. And dude, he'll do like follow-ups of like what happened to these guys. And he's like, dude, there's like dudes that got their job high up in a company because they told this lie like 20 years ago, and they have it all in their office, like all the stuff, and they get outed and they get fucking booted, and dude, it's crazy stuff.
I wonder how people even do that, bro. Like, how can you really just be convinced to build your life around a lie, bro?
Yeah,
like
that's crazy.
Building around it, like somebody.
It's foundational.
Yeah, you know that it's already a slippery slope. Like, it's already doomed for failure. Like, that's why they tell us not to lie. Like, at some point, the truth comes to light. So you're literally building it on a ticking time bomb of, like, how long is this going to last? How long
some of these guys, man, it's gone 50 years. Like, they're, like, convinced. Oh,
how can somebody just lie that easy? Like, I would figure that there's some type of... Like, what is the military's verification for, like...
So it's called DD-214s. A DD-214 is what you get when you get out of the military, and that shows all of everything you've done. All the
it's almost like a graduation.
Okay. So it's your accommodations. It's everything you need to get VA benefits. It's extra funding for like college and things like that. You need all that. You need the DD-214. And the way he catches these guys is he'll post a website called like fake DD-214s. And they'll call him trying to get a fake one. And he'd be like, he'll just ask him questions like he's trying, hey, what do you want me to put on this? And then he's like, did you ever serve, like, for real? And like some guys are like, no. And they just want to fake.
I just want military discount.
Yeah, exactly, bro. And it's like, I mean, I think there's a lot of people that do the stolen valor because of that, but I think there's more people that especially say that they're like special forces or Navy SEALs, they just want to be something they're not. Like, they want you to respect them, and there's nothing that they've done or are doing for you to respect them.
That would make sense.
And they just make this shit up. Like, oh, and I mean, it's some of these guys, like, they had naval experience, like they were in the Navy and they've been on boats and stuff, and they've been around SEALs, but they never worked with them and they never were one. You know what I mean? But they don't like their life of, oh, I'm a fucking torpedo man. I never shoot a torpedo because we're not at war.
Do you think would these people be, is it easy enough for them to fake it and then be able to get into bases?
Yeah. Yeah.
So like, I know the base here,
there's no scanner. The guy just looks at it. Yeah, they don't scan it. He just looks at it and he goes...
But even if they did scan it, people have fake IDs that actually scan at gas stations and stuff. So then somebody could have a really legit fake military ID that even if they did scan, could still get in. That's insane. So they're just reaping it for the benefits of, like, some people who love to go shopping on the base and stuff. So, could be using it for those benefits or whatnot.
There's all kinds of reasons to do it. I mean, a lot of these guys, man, they'll go, like, this one guy went to the American Legion, which, by the way, we have American Legion. I think it's 14 here. Very cool place. I went to go see a concert there like 2 weekends ago, and it was a buddy of mine who was in a band.
Who'd you go see? Oh.
Yeah. And anyway, so real small show out, but it was fun, He played some hard rock stuff. You would have loved it. But
let's go, bro. Take me next time.
But it's cool, man. They have like a mini museum in it with every person that's gone to war in Shreveport. And they have like news clippings and stuff like that. It's really, really cool. And that's just a place for guys who are military members or retired military guys to go there, and they'll run benefits to... That was you. I wasn't moving.
Motherfucker, you put the legs on this side. It should have been on his side, motherfucker.
Whoa, bro. I always got legs over here, bro.
I put the legs on that side every time. I make sure that it's always in the hip.
That's fucked, bro. It's so fucked.
You gotta say, but then there's less likelihood of it knocking. 'Cause there's
Man,
only one
that's
person
cool.
to do
Take
it.
your shot.
Anyways. Cam's Recording Studio, downtown Shreveport.
Good.
Dude, he had a full can because we've been
shit.
sipping for a while.
Yep, and there was a lot in there. I know I put it in there.
Yeah.
Yep. Good job. Good job, bud. Round 2.
Yeah, let's go.
Fight.
Oh. Oh. I
Oh,
thought
I
we
need
were
some.
refilling. I thought we were getting more fucked up. What's today? Wednesday?
Seven.
Tuesday? Today's Tuesday?
Today is
Something like
Tuesday.
Good. I'd be losing track of the days.
Yeah, it must be great to have a job, bro.
Bro, no, I was talking to me and Demi were playing Call of Duty yesterday because he's apparently off on Mondays now.
Yeah.
And he was like, game? And it was like noon, 2 p.m. And I'm like, are you off today? I'm sitting there editing the podcast. He was like, yeah. I was like, all right, bet. Let's get on. So, because I sit right there where I play my game at. So I just close the lid, I get on the game, and we start playing and shit. And then while we're playing, I step outside to smoke real quick, and I'm standing outside, fucking shorts on, no socks, sandals, t-shirt, with my fucking PS5 headset on. And I'm like, bro, people are definitely just driving by looking at me like, what the fuck is this unemployed asshole doing leeching off of this military woman? Like, he's always here. Like, he doesn't look
Dude.
like he has a job. He's on his game all day. Like, they have no idea what I do. Like, from the outside, you would genuinely think I'm an unemployed guy.
So my dad used to be a U.S. Post Service guy, a postman, and he used to bitch so hard about it. He would come home and he'd be like, I walk by the same motherfucker every day. All he's doing is playing video games. And then, of course, I deliver a check to him that's from the government, all this shit. I was like, yeah, Dad.
Well, I'm not
I'm trying to be like that one day.
Yeah.
That don't sound too bad.
Yeah.
You complain, man.
Yo, that's crazy. How you do that?
That's just the part that I'm missing. I ain't getting no checks from the government, man.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, actually, so I can say this now because I got out of it. But back in 2020 with COVID and everything, I started my studio and I quit my dad's place. I was working at the deli with him.
Mhm.
And so I quit, started the studio, and one of my clients, now I'm young and dumb, just another story for y'all to laugh at me about. He was like, bro, why don't you sign up for unemployment or I think it was unemployment or whatever. He was like, bro, you can get money while you're funding the studio and shit. Because also the studio wasn't making much money. I was in a predicament. He was like, just sign up for unemployment. So I was like, all right, cool. I was supposed to be getting these checks and shit. Here's where it fucked up. I fill it out, do the whole thing. No more than maybe a week, 2 later, I get a call from my dad. And he's like, motherfucker. And I was like, whoa, what's up? What's up? He's like, did you file for unemployment? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, you know who has to pay unemployment? I was like, the government, somebody. He was like, me, you fucking asshole. He was like, I have 30 days to start paying you like $700 a month or a week or some type of shit.
What?
And I was like, oh, fuck. So I had to go in and like cancel it.
Wait,
and-
is it because you're listed as a dependent?
So no, it's basically anybody who got left off. It was due to. I might have to cut this out. I was lying. Like I wasn't fired from that job. So the thing was during COVID, you had. If you got let off from your job at the start of COVID, they have to pay you now because they just screwed you during a pandemic.
Right.
So basically, I was saying that I lost my job and due to the pandemic and shit. So that means that he would have to pay me for letting me off or fire me, whatever. So then it's on the company to pay you that money.
I didn't know that. Really?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know that was a thing. I was like, dude, I just was in a predicament. Somebody told me about this. I really didn't know what I was doing. I literally told him, I was like, bro, give me a day and it's going to be solved. If I would have known that from the jump, I would have never done it. I thought it was just coming from the government. Fuck the government. They don't give a shit about me.
When I was doing real estate, right? Because that's what I was doing whenever COVID hit, right? So I had probably 11, 12 listings, right? Which was pretty good for like just a one-man team, right?
Yeah.
So I have 11 or 12 listings, and I go to, they sent out this thing that said, it was like a compromising email kind of, where it was like, we understand the issues of everything that's going on. You may not want people in your house. It got people thinking like maybe I shouldn't. It's not a good time to sell since people can't walk through my house or nothing, right? And I was like, I get that, but I had so many people drop off, like of the contract, like listing agreement, and I was like, fuck, what am I gonna do?
Yeah.
Like, I went from like 11 to like 5, and I was like, okay. All my money that's coming in for the next few months is uncertain because I don't have a lot in the pipeline, and we don't even know if we're gonna be able to sell anything, meet up with anybody, like all this shit, right? So I went to my boss and I was like, let me go. And we were 1099, so he was like, well, all you have to do is like drop your license with us. Like, I won't carry your license. I was like, okay. And we did that, and I filed for unemployment during COVID. And it was legit, because honestly, bro, like I didn't know what I was going to do.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't be able to survive off of what I had, so that was I took advantage of it in the way that it should have been taken advantage of.
Absolutely,
At that time, I was a manager at Express on the Boardwalk, Express Factory.
Love Express.
Yeah, I love it. And I had to do the same thing, just file for unemployment.
Yeah,
because they were like, we closed the store down, so
So the thing on my end, the thing that I did wrong was that I should have been applying for the PPP loans. That's what I should have been.
No, thank goodness you didn't, bro.
Really?
No, thank goodness. I've been watching all of this stuff. They're coming to get them now.
Yeah.
Like, there's a bunch.
But no,
of
that's
people
for legitimate business though. Like, you could get, wasn't PPP loans for like businesses?
PPP was, yes, but it was only for people who couldn't pay their employees.
Yeah, you didn't have any employees.
Oh, okay.
So you would have had a listed and lied again and said, hey, I pay this person this and this person this, and then that's what they give you for like 6 months worth of pay, so you don't let them go.
Yeah, and if your dad would have filed for PPP, I think then it would have been okay. Like,
to do
it, but
he would have been fine because he had employees.
Yeah,
even after I left, he had more employees come in. Yeah,
but there's a lot of people that just filed under a business that was small. And
well, I had a homeboy who he said somebody was selling it to him almost in a way, and he said that
there was a lot of people that would like jump on this. Free money.
And then so he got talked into it, but he didn't realize that they never told him he had to pay it back. So he was like doing, he had a substitute teacher job, and he had to start like doing DoorDash and stuff, Uber on the side to pay back this, like, I want to say it was like 15,000.
Yeah,
I want to say it was something like
people
that.
were getting big money, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. There was definitely something that I could have done that would have been better for my circumstance, but I was just fucking stupid at the time. I didn't know what to do. I should have done my own research, but I was just listening to what somebody else told me to do. And people try to talk me into the PPP loans and shit. But I knew something, like, most things I'm just like, it's too good to be true. Like, I know if I do some research on this, there's going to be a catch. There's always a catch.
Always a catch.
It's like that.
I could just, I guess, got a loan. That was my only option.
Did y'all see the money glitch thing? Like, it's been around for a minute, the Chase money glitch.
No, okay. I was about to ask about that. And I think you're about to expand on what I've seen. I see all these... I see a lot of drug dealers and stuff who are also like, send me your Chase, Wells Fargo, all these different banks. They either are online and like saying, send me your shit, I can get you 5,000 in there today.
Yeah,
and then there's people who actually go to Chase ATMs and post it, and it's like them posting they're about to scam this ATM machine.
So do you know how?
No.
So, okay. And I've been taking advantages. I've had Chase my entire life, right? And I've been taking advantage of the... what it is they have you can deposit your check on the online app by only taking a picture of it.
Right, yeah.
And you get half of the funds available no matter what.
No, you get it straight up.
No, not the full amount. You get half of whatever the check is up front, able to spend.
No, when I deposit checks, I use Chase too. When I deposit, maybe on larger amounts. Because if I know if I put in a $150 check, right now, it's going to give me $150 off rip.
Yeah, I don't know, but like, I don't know if it has
maybe different tax brackets. I don't know.
That's not what I'm saying, bro. I just different experience, bro. Maybe I'm not trusted by Chase. I don't know, but the so anyway, you deposit the check, right? And what they're doing is they're writing just random ass checks for certain amounts, and they'll deposit it, and if you do it, you can withdraw that money immediately because it hits your account.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll deposit the check, half of it or all of it will clear, and they'll take it out of the ATM before they discover it.
Okay, but
So then
Chase discovers that it's illegitimate. They'll overdraft your account to get that money back.
they'll overdraft it where you owe it, but if you open a new account and you
I mean,
leave
you
that
can just get
account
away
alone,
from that debt. I wouldn't assume.
You don't. I mean, that's the thing. That's why it's so stupid. So they'll come after you
Because it's going to go into collections, going to start getting...
well, it's more than that. It's check fraud. That's a felony.
Yeah.
Like,
But, I mean, I know. I'm just looking at it from the ground basics. It's just like, it doesn't disappear. So if they go back, your name and shit is tied. So you'd have to be doing, to make it legitimate, you'd have to be doing extra measures as in identity fraud as well. Because if all of this is tied into your account, then it's all linked to your social security.
why do you think they're
your
asking for
name.
Chase accounts and then they're like, "Oh, I'll get you $500 off of doing
They're
it"?
using their accounts, and I felt like they were scamming. It's so weird that people can just scam people they know. Like, just post on your personal account on your personal Instagram,
Yeah.
and then whoever hits you up, it's just like, all right, you're getting scammed today.
Alright, you get scammed.
You were my dog, but you're the one that you fucking
Scammer gets
idiot.
scammed.
Yeah, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, that's brutal, bro. I mean, that shit exists though, man. Like I had a dude try to scam me the other day. And he was not slick about it. He oh my god, I'm about to bust open a Truly. That's crazy.
Hey man, we don't judge.
It's all we got. We got
Nah, man, drink Truly with pride, man. Men can drink Truly.
cherry. I'm about to stop that cherry.
Shout out to all the women in the audience.
Ooh. The drink responsibly.
Drink responsibly.
No, man. I mean, there's so many scammers out there, bro. We had a guy who came in the other day. This was just a few days ago. Maybe sooner than that. But so he so it was actually yesterday. It was actually yesterday.
Okay.
So he comes in and it's so dumb, man. He was coming from out of state, and he's like, oh man, I'm gonna get my bank to wire you this money and yada yada. And I'm skipping a few parts because I don't want to divulge anything, you know. But he's like, my bank is gonna pay you, and I'm like, nah. I'm like, dude, I gotta have wire, you know, and the wire has to be set several days ahead because I want it in my account. Like, I'm not letting go of an $80,000 car without I have money. You know what I mean? Especially out of state, because then I gotta go get that shit. You know what I mean? So anyway, he's like, oh, well, my bank's gonna take care of it. It's all good. It's all good. I'm like, I'm telling you, man, like, you're gonna drive 4 hours, and if it's not on my bank, you ain't getting the car, right? He drives the 4 hours. He gets there. He's like, woo. And I was like, man, I don't even have a wire confirmation, much less being able to confirm that the money's here. You know what I mean? And he starts talking all this mess, saying that we should have told him when I did. And anyway, he's like, well, I'm leaving you a trade, and I'm leaving you money down. And I was like, it was a 2014 Toyota Avalon. It was like a $7,500 car. Yeah. And I'm like, bro, I'm not. You could leave that car here and take off on my car, and like that's a great trade. You know what I mean? Like $7,500 for $80,000? Hell no. Yeah. Anyway, but man, here's what's crazy. So moves on, right? He's like, okay, I'll come back and I'll get the car whenever the wire comes in. Wire still ain't coming, bro. He said he sent it that day. I'm like, he would have drove off, man. I would have still not had money.
Right.
Like, what would you do in that? You would have to go through the legal process at that point of like.
So obviously if he scams you, he's not gonna bring it back, right? So you got to go get it. Yeah. There's a few ways. Yeah, you report it stolen. Mm-hmm. You hire a company to go out and try to find it, and because you've got his information. You know, everything that you need. So you send it out to pick up the car, and then when they bring the car back, you know, it's all screwy now because it's got extra miles on it, and there's no.
Yeah, I was about to say, I've seen some of those videos of repos, and I don't know if they're scripted or not, dude, because the shit's crazy. It's these guys on my YouTube shorts that always pop up. It's two guys, you know, a driver and a passenger, and they'll be rolling, and they'll find a car sitting outside, and it'll have, you know, sometimes a wheel taken off, like the hood taken off, like, you know, because it's stolen or it's not paid on. It's just getting repoed.
Yeah,
whether it was stolen or not. So I guess insurance just covers that stuff. Like whenever if it gets stolen and then it gets fucked up, do you?
The bank has to take the loss. So like, it's I was having a conversation about this the other day because I've got a friend who kind of went through a similar situation like that. I was trying to help him. I deal with it a lot, you know, when it comes to repossessions and things like that. And basically, what you don't that's why the bank, when I work with them, they don't want to borrow at a higher amount than what the car's worth, right? Because they have to have a secured asset to come and get it. Okay. So they have what's called the LTV, or a loan to value percentage. So like, say this is a block, it's a car, $10,000, right? They will only lend up to 120% on the car, right? Because that's taxes, titles, all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
So anything above that, they will not. Doesn't matter who you are. You can be the sheik. You know what I mean? They will not lend to you over that 120, because the idea is, okay, you don't pay the car at all, right? They freeze the account, they bring it back, right? They now have a car that's worth the amount that they
put into it.
Yeah, exactly. So it secures their butt, you know, to be able to lend on it. You know, you'd be stupid if I told you, hey man, give me $1,000, and you'd be like, well, how do I know you'll pay me back? And I go, here's an open Truly. It ain't worth that, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like,
how much is in there?
Yeah.
Full tank.
Yeah, bro. Banks are funny, man. They always, they're the house, right? They're the house at the casino. They're gonna always get their money, bro. They're always gonna win, no matter what. But have you ever had anything taken away from you because you haven't paid?
No.
Not me either.
Not to the IRS.
Oh, actually, well, I mean, the closest thing, I mean, obviously, like money. Yeah. I told y'all the story of the IRS. Basically, when you get on auto pay, how they don't cancel it and you have to manually cancel it. So, like, I got on auto pay one year to pay my taxes, paid them my amount by maybe September, and then they charged me an extra 2 months of payments, even though I'd already paid my remaining balance due. And I ended up having to reach out to them and get my money sent back in the mail, and it came in like 6 months later. Like finally.
That's not what I asked you. That is.
No, it was just you brought up the IRS, so I didn't mention that. But no, like no, actually, never mind. I'm tripping.
I'm trying to think. I don't think I've ever had anything taken away because I didn't make a payment on it. I don't think I've ever missed a payment on something. I've been late, but I don't think I've ever missed a payment on anything. Like, I've never gone 30 days and didn't pay something.
Yeah. I've been late. I've been late, like, except for my taxes. That I'm really late, but
yeah,
we've missed a lot of payments on that. But everything else, no, I make my payments and everything.
I mean, man, yeah, see, we're responsible, man.
I did see it happen in my family,
man.
though, on a grand scale. Back when we had money, and then like when we lost it, bro, I watched every single thing get taken away one by one. From my dad's motorcycle to our RV to my mom's Camaro, my dad's truck. But we lived out in the sticks. I remember them coming in. We had the Camaro sitting in the front yard, just waiting on them to come get it. She was like, "They're gonna come get it any day."
Damn. Damn.
And I remember, I think we weren't there when it actually got repoed, but yeah. Yeah, man. So I've seen it, but it wasn't directly from me. It was from my family.
That's pretty close to home, though.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
Dude.
I still like. That's actually part of the reason that I think I'm an ambitious person is because I've had things before, like more than the less fortunate. And then I've had it taken away literally right before my eyes too. So I feel like I have a hypothesis that's part of the reason that I'm an ambitious person
I think you were born that way too, man.
that smokes a lot of weed too. But what?
I mean, shit, you're just ambitious in general, man.
Yeah.
You're an impressive guy.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah. I was actually telling him, I want to brag on you for a second. We were at the pool at my townhouse, and black dude had a bunch of tattoos, a grill, and I was like, hey man, and we just started a conversation, social butterfly, and and I was like, are you in touch with the music scene at all here locally? And he was like, oh, I know a few people, all this stuff, and I started telling him, and he was like, I was like, do you know any engineers? And he goes, yeah, a few of them, man. He was like, I was like, yeah, I do a podcast with them downtown. And he goes, yeah, I know the guy in the tower. He goes, I was like, yeah, Cam. And he goes, Cam's recording studio. That's it. And he knew, bro. Like he said, I didn't have to say anything. Like he knew. And I was like, I was proud of you, man. I was like, I was really proud of you.
It feels good, man. It feels good to know there's people out there. I remember there was one time that happened when I went out to the club. When I was with Demi and them. I don't think we were there.
No.
This was before me and you met. Because me and you met through Sly. When I was standing outside of Phoenix, and there was a white dude in front of me. We're all just kind of waiting in line. And he turned around and kind of looked at me and then turned back and then turns back around and looks at me. And I'm just like, what the fuck is this guy's problem? But he's like, hey, is your name Cam? And I'm like, because dude it doesn't even strike me as does music at all. Like, just literally some random guy. And I'm like, yeah, what's up? He was like, oh, like, you're the one who runs the recording studio downtown and stuff. And that was the first time ever in public that anybody had ever noticed me. And I remember I got the biggest head. I didn't brag about it. I really did feel humble. Yeah. But it felt so good because I was like, this dude has never came to me, doesn't know me or whatever. And it's all from the Instagram ads and shit. Yeah. Which aren't as good as they used to be, but back in the day, that was what got me the running start, and it was so cool to see that work, man. It did make me feel good.
Yeah. Oh, it's dope, bro.
Being recognized for what you do,
I'm jealous of you when you go out, man. When you
everywhere we go, everyone knows Sly, bro.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
But you're in the scene for it.
Yeah.
You work at a bar, you go to the bars and stuff. You stay connected in the scene.
By the way, I read your script.
Oh, you read it?
Loved it.
Yeah.
It's very good.
I wish that I would have read it now. I have not read it yet.
It's pretty good, bro.
Like, I mean, y'all saw y'all's names.
Yeah. I think it fits well, man. I really do. I think whoever is it? Did you read your character description?
No, dude, I didn't check it out at all. I didn't check out anything that was.
Yeah, you need to, man. It's good. It's actually very, very flattering.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll try to either read it tonight or tomorrow. Next time that we meet up so that we can discuss it a little bit more.
I think it's gonna be a good project. I mean, I'd like to start, soon. It takes time, and also Lizzie. If she would be invested.
She would, man. I think she would, man. What's crazy is I've always wanted to get into acting. Yeah. Like, I've never wanted to do it professionally. I've always just wanted to do it, right?
Just do it, yeah.
Some of my favorite parts, man, was with a company called Power and Grace, and we did all of the Aladdin shows for the Strand.
Okay.
And it was a ballet, right? And dude, I mean, I enjoyed that shit. I loved being on stage. I'm an attention whore anyway. I love attention, man. So it's like,
I think a lot of us do, and it is what it is. I think I do like attention. I do like attention, man, every now and then.
Yeah. I would comfortable amount. I don't like a lot.
Yeah. Like just the right amount, just recognition, basically.
But I have never ever been scared. It does not matter how many people. I've never had a problem with public speaking. I've never had a problem. Like, I would get in front of an auditorium and talk to you the exact same way that I'm talking to you right now. Yeah. It never bothered me.
I'm almost in the same boat, except I just do very well at hiding. I get super nervous, except in sports. You could tell I was nervous and playing like shit whenever there's a crowd. But like performing in front of crowds of people or just doing a talk, I'm always scared as shit, but I don't know. I'm good at putting it to the back, but it's definitely there.
There's always nerves, 100%.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like I feel like that's a natural thing.
Yeah.
There's some. I mean, not even kidding. There's some days where I get nervous about coming on the podcast.
Right.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'll get
absolutely.
nervous about it before cameras start rolling, all this
Fuck
stuff.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Dude, you know how many times I've sat here and been like, fuck, dude, we're about to roll. I have nothing interesting to talk about.
Yeah.
Like, this fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Damn it, I'm letting my boys down.
It's every week for me, man.
But nah, dude, I would love to get into acting as well, man.
Yeah.
I didn't do theater in school at all. When I went to Bipsy for a little bit, I had to pick up an extracurricular class.
Mhm.
So I had already got my music class, so I was like, cool, let me do theater. And I did it for like a solid semester, half a semester.
Like 3 days.
No.
I
did
showed
it,
up to one class.
I did it for a full half a semester. It was from the August to December, whatever.
Pop my
That's
head
a
in.
semester. That's a semester.
Semester is like half a semester. I thought a semester was the full school year, or is it?
No.
No.
Okay, so a full semester. Sorry, guys. Should have stayed in.
Yeah.
But I did it, bro, and I really enjoyed it. Like I really do. Well, Sly has a saying that I love it, and I remember it all the time, and every time I do, I think of you, of course.
Yeah.
That we're all actors. Like
Yeah.
at the end of the day, we are all actors. We all put on a little bit of an act
For
every
sure,
day,
man.
bro. In different circumstances, different scenarios.
That's a great way to look at it. It's 100% true.
I feel like almost anybody can act if the role is right for you.
Yes.
That's really all it is.
I think that's the
Exactly.
biggest thing. And that's why really good actors, man, they are so picky about what they will do and what project. And it's not because they're snooty.
No.
Well, not some of them, but
yeah.
but they truly know their craft, and they're like, they know their downfalls, they know their weaknesses, they
Mhm.
know what they're good at, and they're like, all right, this character, can I portray them
Right.
accurately? You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you are letting the whole production down,
If you can.
not being able to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if you can't deliver on it in an accurate way, I mean, like,
I'm just saying, put me on any Mark Wahlberg.
Did y'all see The
movie, bro.
Weeknd?
I'm fucking killing that shit.
the movie that
Okay,
came out
okay,
this
okay.
weekend?
Yeah.
I didn't see the movie, but I did watch Idol. Do y'all remember the Idol?
Was that
Before we get into the movie, did y'all watch the Idol?
was that the one with he was like a drug dealer or something? He was the weekend was.
I didn't get that deep into it, so I can't really. It was the Netflix series. It was a series.
I saw
it
like
wasn't
a
a movie.
clip of it, and I was like, "This acting's okay."
So
It's not.
So-
It's not okay.
his
And then I saw he
debut,
coming up with a-
his
with a movie,
debut
I'm like,
acting
nice.
gig was the Idol.
Mhm.
Okay.
Which, to what I think it was a depiction of his life in a sense, exaggerated.
That's
but
what this is about.
Yeah.
I would assume. I feel like that's what he would do.
Yeah.
But, and it was just weird, bro.
He's
Like,
consistent. if not, you know.
his acting wasn't very good, and he was it was just weird, bro. Like
Yeah.
some of the scenes and shit were just like, why is this going? What is going on?
And you can tell, like, man, what's crazy is it's even more ass because, like, the acting in general, because that's the best take. That they
Yeah,
got
got
out
it.
of all, like, you know, they're like, fuck,
That's
bro.
the-
I
this
did
is the best we got.
I did see one little clip from the movie where he gets mad with the girl and starts yelling at her like, "Shut the fuck up!"
Yeah,
and
shut
shit.
the fuck up.
But like the way he talks, I was just like,
Yeah,
bro, no.
Yeah, it
Like
was-
with the character that The Weeknd, especially if you actually listen to his music and kind of what he portrays in his music videos, you
Yeah.
would expect a more
shut the fuck up.
like a more
Oh,
I don't know
God.
how to say it without being,
He's fucking singing his lines.
more
Shut the
tough,
fuck
man.
up.
But yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, he sounded
Like-
like a girl and shit, and it was like it was a little cringy for me. I think he just needs to leave the actor alone. I mean, but
Put it down, dude.
the music is in my opinion on a decline. Shout out The Weeknd, bro, but then he's not Trilogy Weekend. He's not no. So I think he's just doing that shit. But
I think you should start a page called The Honest Engineer.
Mm.
And what you should do is every time that you have a client that's just ass, you like record them and be like, bro, that's fucking trash. Trash.
Yo, I'm gonna die.
And then-
I'm going to die.
Yeah, and you'd be like, and you'd be like, no, but for real.
Bro,
This
like
shit-
some motherfuckers can whoop some fucking ass, but suck at making music, bro. And I ain't doing it, bro. I'm not.
Bro,
gonna,
they don't know what
Bro,
day.
this shit's ass.
They don't know
dude.
what
Like,
day this episode's coming out or what day it was filmed, you know. But, bro, you were telling me about this dude yesterday that just should not and
I,
he just wanted to hear how bad he
I
was.
wish I would have actually taken a video of that too. It's on my computer. I just don't have it hooked up right now. I would so play.
I
want to
hear it, bro.
because I know if y'all heard it, y'all would be like, "Yo, like you had to sit through this for 3 hours."
Jesus.
The only catch is that I made decent money off of it, but outside of that, it's like, fuck.
I see, and man, I'm the brutally honest friend, and like, dude, I would rip them a new one, bro.
That's what they need, though, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that's really what they need. Because
you're wasting your money, bro.
For me, yeah, you're wasting your money. But for me, I have to treat it as everybody has an opportunity. Like, really, if you break it down at the end of the day, even the worst client, like, I technically am supposed to treat everything like you can get better, because you can. Like, people can suck and get better. So some people are just like, this shit doesn't sound good, you should quit. You know what I'm saying? Then there's some shit where I'm like, dude, there's no getting, like, bro, you're tone deaf, bro. You can't even, you can't even hear the notes.
No.
Yeah, rhythm. Oh my god, bro.
And you're
trying to do rap
that.
music and you can't stay on beat.
You can't teach that, man.
You can't. And it's like you're born with it, but they need a friend to tell them. And I think a lot of, like, some people bring in a friend and they're complete, not good. Okay.
And are they gassing them up?
Sometimes, yeah. In those cases, I just shake my head and keep going. It's just like, all right, we're the whole squad's doomed. You're all doomed. I can't help all of you.
You're not even honest with each other, bro.
And but then there's times
this dude's
where,
robbing you. He's not a real one, bro.
Yeah, there's times when somebody brings a friend or whatever, and their friend is just like ultra quiet. And like, but they'll be real talkative. This is where
That's when you know.
I notice things is like when I first meet them, the friend's super talkative. We're all talking coming up here. We get in here. It's either they're just showing respect and not talking so that we can work, or it's just like when they start hearing that shit, they're like, But then and then they'll ask me, like, the artist will be like, was that good? And I'm like,
oh, dude.
I'm like, I'll be sitting there waiting on the whoever else is in there to answer. And I'm like, well, I can't let them call me out. So, dude, really, you need to redo this. And then, like, their girlfriend behind me will be like, that's what I was thinking. And then it's after I say it. And I'm like, you're supposed to be the one that's really telling us. Like,
there was this guy that I saw a YouTube video on, and he was talking. It was probably like a month ago, man. And it was like, it was super interesting. It said game shows where people thought they won, but they lost. And it was like there was this fake American Idol-esque singing competition.
Mm-hmm.
And they never told them that the premise is that they wanted to find the worst singer, but they're not going to tell them that they were the worst. They were auditioning for the worst singer. They thought they were actually going on a music show. So they're like, they do these like these real auditions, and like anybody who's a good singer, they're like, nah. Like, and they only got the people that were truly ass.
Damn.
And so they're all competing against each other. It's awful, bro. And like they're all like convinced they're good.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh yes,
so
that was beautiful. And then
that's so bad.
they have like
That's the
background.
devil's work, bro.
they have the background where they're like, she was awful. You know, like, and then she's like, oh, you did so good. And like, they're all talking shit about each other because they can hear that they're awful. You know what I mean? But so anyway, they get to the end and they announce, they're like, you've won America's Best Sings and like all this stuff, you know? And she's like, and then the announcer comes out and is like, well, we have something to share with you. You've won $50,000. And she's like, what? You know, and all this stuff. And they're like, but this was a competition to find the worst singer in America. And bro, there's like this silence. She doesn't react, right? It's like, she goes, and like looking around, like, and nobody says anything. And it's almost like somebody got in his ear and they were like, yeah, give her more money. Like, you know, and they go, but you also did not just win $50,000. You won another $50,000. And she's like, cool. Like, dude, it's so awkward. And
That sounds horrible.
and it's awful, bro.
I really do though. That's an actual thing that I really wonder what's going on, bro. Like where people can't hear when it's bad.
Yeah.
Like I get the tone deaf, I guess to a certain degree. I'm not tone deaf, so it's hard for me to imagine being tone deaf.
Yeah.
But like when people are in here and they're just horrible, and I'm like, you're hearing yourself through the headphones back, and then a lot of these people like they listen to like really greatly mixed and great vocalist music on a daily basis. Do they never like go from that music to their music and then just notice like, oh,
That was a little off.
I really genuinely wonder that because I can do that.
You know what they say? They go, I just need a good engineer. That's what they say. They're like
Somebody's not mixed.
it's just not mixed right.
Legitimately, they're probably like, it sounds the same to me. It's on the same level. Like, it legitimately to them doesn't sound different.
That's
Well,
crazy.
Because if you can't hear, like, if you're tone deaf, think about it. Like, you can't even register, like,
Well, there's
what's-
people that it's like, you know, the saying, you're your worst critic, it goes the opposite way, where they're like, you're just totally,
Yeah.
like, dude, I'm fucking
Delusional.
good. Yeah, I'm fucking good.
There's a lot of delusion in I'll say in the artistic crafts space. There's a lot
Yeah.
of delusion because it's almost not welcome but allowed.
Well, what blows my mind is like, you know, my wife did band from high school to college and through college.
Yeah.
And dude, she is good. You know what I mean?
She played flute. Right?
Yeah, and she'll play the violin
Mm.
beautifully, bro.
Nice.
Like great, beautiful works. To this day, the only time I'll hear her is whenever she didn't realize I came home, and I will sit there and bask in it. It is gorgeous, but she will not play for me. I'm serious, bro.
That's
She
crazy.
will not play.
That sounds like such a movie scene though. I
she-
can see him getting home from
Yeah,
work,
just like
hanging the keys,
It's just like-
soft violin going. He's
Oh
just
my
like
God, just-
Cooper. Hey,
Dude.
boys.
Yeah, dude, and yeah, man,
Yeah.
I will do that,
Yeah.
and I'm like, dude, and it's amazing, and to me, man, somebody who is like, I never could get instruments down, like I couldn't. Like there was a part of my brain that like I tried piano for a long time. I did
Yeah.
piano for years, and I couldn't get it, man. Like, and I can play a few songs, you
Mhm.
know, but you know, and I'll actually be able to kind of like freestyle some shit on piano that sounds decent, you know,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I know which chords go with what, and you know
Right,
what I
yeah,
mean. You
right.
know the basics of it,
Yeah.
but like being able to actually play it on a level that is like, I can read the sheet music and play a masterpiece. Can't do it, bro. I just can't do it. Even on drums, which, you know, like my dad played forever. I can, you know, get on there and I'll keep rhythm. You get me on it, I'm just not coordinated enough.
Mm.
Like, and it's probably practice, but
yeah,
I
it's
think-
all practice, man. Because I mean, I've been playing piano, keyboard for, I guess, going on 20 years now.
sorry.
And I'm not as good as I should be, you know, with that amount of time. But that's only because I stopped playing for, you know, quite a while. But it's really just practice when it comes to like developing that.
Mm.
Same as like acting with The Weeknd. He's a trash actor. So because he's just not doing it. And
Yeah.
he,
I never practiced it.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
I mean, I know.
Singing is the same thing. You can gain a voice.
Dude, look, I know
Because
that. So
I would say
we
too.
talked about Guitar Hero being better for drummers and stuff.
100%.
Yeah, for sure.
I've been shredding Guitar Hero, but I've almost completed expert. All right,
I've been
look,
Killing it.
I know I've been
Bring
bringing.
me to an arcade.
I know I keep bringing it up, but I'm still on it. We're still on that kick.
You just got done with 3, right?
I'm over halfway done with expert on Guitar Hero 3. Like
I got it. You're about to make me get Guitar Hero, bro.
Bro, I'm going dumb. I'm going like, bro, and now I can go back to the hard songs playing perfect and expert. Like, there's these things where I'm tossing my fucking fingers around, and it works. And I'm like, and I really just sit there, and I know I'm not in any way saying that I think, oh, I'd just be great at guitar. But I think about it and I'm like, when I first picked up Guitar Hero again, I started it out on easy just to get back into it.
Yeah.
And like my first couple, I still got like 3 or 4 stars.
Yeah.
On like easy, which is like barely any fucking notes. But now I'm sitting there playing expert songs with plus the orange. You got all 5 of them, triple notes, doubles, whatever. And I'm like,
as a kid, I could only get to medium, but I think it was my hands. The size of my hands.
I think so. I think I'm better now with full size hands. But I think, it just makes me think, I'm like, damn, dude, this makes me really want to, if there's something fun like that I could pick up with real guitar, I could learn real guitar so quick. Because I'll sit there and, like, think about it. Think if they had a newer version of Guitar Hero, but, like, it's actual, like, strings. Not, like, strings, but buttons. But they look like strings, and they're all little buttons. And you literally just press the buttons and shit. Like, nobody's come up with this type of shit that...
Like a new instrument, you mean?
Yeah.
Like play the guitar with the buttons?
Yeah, like, and it wouldn't necessarily be like you play that like live, but just to learn like the guitar and
Here's
stuff,
the problem.
and moving your hand.
And this is why guitars work so well, right? You have 6 strings, right? So if you had buttons, you limit yourself down to 4, and it only can play 1 note at a time, right? Unless you found a way to incorporate something else to make it a different sound and be able to bend it. And I mean, because there's so many things about a guitar that you can put a different sound on, even the same note, because it's string.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. That was just a high thought that I had that I just thought would be kind of cool. But really though, I just sit there though, and I'm like, man, I'm getting so good at Guitar Hero. Like I know
I am bitten the instrument.
No. I would like when I got off on a high tangent. There.
Even a game, really.
But I've thought about it before. But no, it just makes me kind of want to pick up the guitar because I'm like, dude, I could be doing this with a real instrument and like learning how to actually play it and. I want to be like one of those people.
There's Guitar Smith, and I had that, where it's the exact same layout as what Guitar Hero is, but it's on strings. It's way slower paced, but you learn different songs.
Yeah. Well, I told you, and we talked about it before. There was an app like Guitar Hero on the phone that I used for a little bit. That was pretty cool too. It was probably on the same token of what you were using. But yeah, man, it'd be so cool to be like some. I seen what's that guy Santana. The guitarist.
I'm trying to remember his name.
I just remember it was showing a video and it was like this guy before what was it Woodstock, I think. It was like before his performance or whatever, and he was tripping on acid and he had to go out there and he's shredding the guitar. He's making these weird faces, but bro, he's just like walking that bitch, bro.
And he said the guitar was like a snake.
Like a
and
snake.
then he had to play the right notes to keep it from biting him.
Yep.
I'm like, yo, bro, to be so in tune with a musical instrument that you can just close your eyes, like it's spiritual on a whole nother level. But
I used
that's
to
crazy.
jump on the trampoline, and my dad has a badass drum kit, right? And it was an electric drum kit. And, you know, he met my mom through playing for a rock band.
Yeah.
And, dude, he opened for some big bands. Like, he knew he was in the punk rock scene at the time to be in the punk rock scene. Like, you know what I mean? And played with, like, some big names over at Deep Ellum and stuff like that. They traveled and, yeah. So, anyway, he would get out there and play, bro. And he had the songs playing over it. But the drums were turned way up where you could hear it over the song, right? But it was going with the song. Dude, he's fucking good, man. And I mean good. And I would sit there and just jam out jumping on the trampoline because it was right outside in the shed in our backyard. And dude, I would listen
that's a vibe, bro.
for hours, bro, just jamming out. And I'm, you know, doing backflips and shit. Oh, dude, it was so much fun. That's some of my best memories, man.
Yeah.
I would love to. We need to kick it more with your dad outside of here, bro. I wanna kick it with your dad. Like, that's why I was excited. I was hoping for the tubing thing. I would love to go tubing.
Dude,
That's the
we
type
are
of
gonna
environment I want to be around your dad in. Tubing around instruments,
Yes.
specifically drums, of course.
We have a buddy who's
Just
a
drinking.
director here. You know, I don't want to throw out his last name, but I'll tell you the last name. His name's Brian, and he has this gorgeous house, man, and a full studio, full instruments. I mean, he has guitars, bass, everything, full studio in his house, bro. We should go hang out there sometime because
Yeah,
Brian is hilarious,
Can
bro.
you get me in there?
He's
Yeah, I'm down.
so much fun.
Can you
bro.
get me in there, bro?
I can, for real, for real.
I'm like legitimately so interested in that, bro.
Yeah.
It's not
Let's do it.
easy to get into.
Dude, it
other
literally,
people's studios
and he is
without-
begging to have a beer with me or my dad anytime. So,
Beautiful.
I mean, dude, he would love
Let some
to do
hooligans
that.
come ruin it for
I mean, dude, he would give his left nut to have some people in that studio. 'cause
That'd be awesome, man.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it'd be cool to nerd out with him a little bit.
Oh,
too,
he would,
shit,
and dude,
man.
he's a gorgeous singer too, man. He's got a hell of a voice.
He's probably gonna make me feel like shit, though.
They played together. That was
Yeah?
his lead guitarist and singer. Yeah,
Beautiful.
yeah. So they've been tight for a long
Set
time.
that up, man. Set that up.
The same way we got two Cams in their band, they had two Bryans and a Ryan.
Brian, and Ryan.
Yeah, yeah.
Three Spider-Man top each other.
Yeah, you know Ryan, he always gets called Brian. So
Yeah.
yeah, but cool, man. Well, I think we're gonna wrap it up, man. This has been a fun episode.
Yeah.
I good conversations. Thank you so much for joining us, and hit that like, hit the subscribe, man.
Do that.
We got a lot of big stuff coming that
Come
we're
on, man.
excited to share with you guys, and it's the growth of the channel that keeps pushing us, man. We always say that, you know, it's not about you, it's about us. That's not true. You know, we don't
love
actually
you.
mean that. We love you. And we got some dedicated people, man.
We do, man.
We got and people come and ask me, man. They're like, they're on it. Wednesday at 1 o'clock, man. They're asking me about
We're
it.
gonna keep doing our thing, baby.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep
I
on
mean,
rocking.
You've seen it too, though. Like when I go out all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
man.
people
People talk
"Dude,
about
the
it, man."
podcast. I see it every week or whatever. I'm like, yeah, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you
It's awesome.
guys to all of our supporters. We
Yeah.
love y'all. And be a good one. You know what that feels like. And we'll catch you next week.
Thank you guys.
Peace.
Peace.